Netherrealm is a narrative-driven tabletop role-playing game podcast. For this season, we're using the Dungeons & Dragons 5e rules. Kinda. Sometimes the language on this podcast can get a little spicy, but if that doesn't bother you, my name is Will, and I play Six.
I'm Bruce, and I'm the voice of Archie.
I'm Frazier, and I play Margbark Smoth.
And I'm your game master, Tanner, and this is what happened on the last episode of Netherrealm, the Neverthere. You finished the job in Arcus, yes?
No.
This is one of those gray spaces, right?
Technically, the job was still completed. I see what you're saying.
Yes.
now.
Is this a technicality we can lean on?
Hey, Aaron, you wanna go piss off Chandri?
Oh yeah, that dickhead? How are we gonna piss him off?
Chandri, great news.
Oh, good. You've finished the job that I've paid you for.
Everyone's dead.
I will go home, assess the situation. If I have any issues, I will get in contact with you. He pulls out his purse and begins counting out a few coin. He counts out 75 Eider and hands it over to you.
I divvy it into 3 and hand it to Six and Margbark.
Don't you gentlemen think it's time to celebrate? And reaches down into the bag of holding and pulls out a very fancy bottle of Chablis.
Except, when you reach down into the bag, something grabs hold of your wrist and pulls you down in. The year is 1191 AR, and it is the end of the Age of Resonance. Margbark, you look upon a desolate land. The earth is scorched and devoid of life. All around you, ash rains down from dark clouds that swirl through the sky. You can feel the hot, dry wind on your face, but it makes no noise. The one thing that you hear that doesn't seem to exist coming from any external source, a voice from inside, which you are very familiar with voices coming from inside. But this is not the one that always reaches out to you. This one is different. This one says, I am Dormloud the Revenant, herald of the oncoming silence. What prison do you hold me in?
I think we're in a bag. I'm not sure how we got here.
Oh, shit!
and with that, you feel thump, and the vision of this desolate plane of existence immediately disperses. And what you do see around you is this dark plane, this pocket dimension. As you look up, you can see a small circle above the hole which you fell into. You know this is the bag of holding because on the ground nearby is the very expensive box and then inside that bottle of Chablis. But ahead of you, the thing that was talking to you is this behemoth of a humanoid, standing nearly 12 feet tall, decked in this heavy black plate armor. They walk towards you, their steps resonating in this pocket dimension. Clang, clang, clang. You have trapped me in a bag?
I wouldn't say I've trapped you. I was pulled in here. I'm trapped with you.
When you say I'm trapped with you, he starts to laugh, and his laugh echoes in this space. He pulls a massive greatsword from his back. I need you to roll initiative.
A 4. Oh wait, hold on. I rolled the wrong dice. Oh, it's a 2. Okay, well I should have just stuck with the first one. Yeah.
Dormlad the Revenant rolled higher than a 2.
Hey, question, Tanner, before we get started.
Yep.
Just so Frazier, you might not know about this mechanic, but there's a limited amount of air in a bag of holding.
There is a limited amount of air in a bag of holding. There is 10 minutes worth of air in a bag of holding.
Now,
Oh,
if you have
roughly.
2 humanoids, I don't know if Dormloud needs to breathe air.
That's a good question.
But if there's 2 humanoids, wouldn't that be cut to 5?
Maybe. I mean, yeah,
Okay, whatever.
like,
You know that's still like 90 fucking turns
Yeah,
of
it's so
combat,
long.
right?
Yeah, it is. So if they're
Okay.
just combating, yeah, sure.
yeah. Okay. All right.
Just want to point that out because you made that sound way more of a problem than it probably will be.
You're right. But it was just a thought. It was
Yeah.
just a thought.
And you know what? That's the least of your worries right now as you're breathing freely, but maybe not for long as clang, 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 this massive black armored entity. Man, so many entities in this. Swings that great sword right at you.
Ouch.
Oh no!
I make really cool bosses with really good motivations and backgrounds, and they
They're
have
really fucking
cool.
bad at fighting.
He misses, and as a matter of fact, as he's running towards you, he takes a
That's that one.
swing down. Holy shit! Holy shit! Hang on.
And he cuts through the bag.
That's not good if he does.
I don't think you can damage the bag from the inside.
I think you can. I'm looking it up right now.
Oh no. Oh, not my bag of holding.
Okay, no,
Well,
Pierce
no,
the Jordan.
there's way
I'm gonna.
worse.
Yeah, okay,
Okay.
no, we're fine. We're fine. We're fine.
Okay, cool.
He rushes you and swings his sword. You can hear it as it cleaves through the air next to your head. It just cutting through the space in here. You're able to deftly dodge and duck underneath it. He misses. This is all a fancy way of saying he misses. So, it's your turn. Or else it would be if he didn't have multi... No, he rolled a 1. I'm not going to give him his multi-attack. Rolled a fucking 1.
He multi-attacked, all right. He's just walking the ground. That's his multi-attack. He's kicking the ground.
Yeah, seriously.
I'm going to kind of jump out of the way of his very easy to miss swing and be like, whoa, why are we fighting? You heard me. I'm a fellow prisoner. We could help each other escape.
Oh, okay. Roll persuasion. I mean, that was quick enough to do, but, like, it's going to be a little tough.
Oh, okay. That is a 7 plus 4 is 11.
It seems his resolve is not shaken.
He don't want to escape. He wants to fucking kill you, bro.
Yeah, he figures he could. He says back, "You can be dead, and I can still escape."
We'll see about that. And I Eldritch Blast him.
Okay, go ahead and roll that.
2 forever. That's a 6 plus 7. 13.
Okay. As you send this Eldritch Blast forward, he is able to deflect it almost with his sword and slide through it without being scathed. It does not connect.
Son of a bitch.
Yep.
As a bonus action, I cast...
Kill Dormloud.
I cast Kill Dormloud. Shit, I gotta find it. Bear with me.
No, you're fine.
Hex, is that what you're doing?
Hexblade's Curse. As a bonus
Okay.
action, I can curse a creature within. If you add my proficiency bonus to damage rolls against the cursed target, lasts for a minute.
Nice.
And if he dies, I gain my warlock level plus charisma modifier.
Okay,
Cool.
and just as a note, your warlock level is level 5. You guys have not healed yet from your adventure in Arcus, so this is
Fiasco.
bad.
Oh, I'm not doing well then. Oh shit.
All right.
Oof.
Dormloud will then turn on his heel, come back, and make another wild swing at you. That one will connect as he swings down from a high reach above his 12-foot tall dome, comes down and slices you for 7 damage.
Ouch. Okay.
How you doing? You still standing?
Yeah, I'm still standing by 1.
Okay.
Oof.
Second attack comes down as he does one fell swoop of follow through. That one will also connect.
Oh.
So I'm not going to roll damage for that. That's going to be at least 1 damage plus whatever he does.
Your boy is dead.
So what happens is you feel the full brunt of this second swing. It slices through you, and you hear the blood splatter on the floor behind you. It stretches so far from this swing off of his blade that it connects with the white jagged stone. And as it does, you can feel your consciousness sort of tearing from yourself. This twisting and these feelings of it's not quite death. You don't think that you're being pulled to another plane. What you feel is yourself being pulled away from something that's trying to pull you back. Your entity, the sword that you carry, is trying to keep you here. It says, "We had a deal. We're not done yet." And with those words, I need you to give me a Constitution saving throw.
It's an 18 on dice.
Very nice. 2 things you can feel pulling you. You can feel the sword trying to pull you towards it. You know that giving everything completely to the entity is not going to end well for you. You've known this for a long time. The other force pulling you is the force of the white stone. With that roll, you have a choice which you're going to let yourself be pulled towards.
What the fuck is happening?
All right. So, shit. All right. So Margbark's gonna say, "I feel torn in 2 directions, but you haven't let me down yet, old friend." And he makes the choice to go with the pact
Okay.
entity.
Yep. So you're the sword that you have carried with you since the party met you. The sword that somehow helped you get out of all your predicaments so far. The sword that kept you from dying when you were on your last HP. If we're just going to be meta with it. You call out towards it. You give it some form of trust, and you can feel a sort of warmth from that decision, from the entity. And as you're pulled back into your body, you feel something in your mind split. Like a cracking of a mirror. And you can feel the entity encroaching on your mind just a little bit more.
Hey, how you doing?
It's me.
Hey,
I live here now.
Entity.
Beetlejuice.
And with that, you take in this massive gulp of air and immediately rise from the ground
Full health.
at full health.
At full health.
Are you serious?
At full
Hell
health.
I
yeah.
was fucking with you.
Hell yeah. Nice.
Um,
And what is that again? Oh, it's gone up.
it's a chunk.
What is my full health again?
Yeah.
I've never seen it before.
Um,
It's been at least 5 episodes.
At this So I'll let you, if you'd like to give a quip to Dormloud at this moment, I'll let you do that, and then I'll let the others have a move.
Wait, where am I in relation to Dormloud?
At its feet. But you've stood up. I mean, you like this health returned to you, it immediately on your feet.
It's like the Undertaker, except you went all the way to your feet.
All the way to your feet. Yeah. Yeah, that's perfect. Yeah, Undertaker, but from heels up.
All right, he says, "Fuck you, nerd."
What the hell?
Okay, Archie and Six. Yeah, you did see a little spurt of blood come out of the bag, and I mean, Margbark just got pulled in there. What do you guys do? What do you do?
Archie, I can't go in that bag. I am sure it will not end well.
I grabbed the bag.
Okay.
How the hell do these things work?
I mean, you could jump in, and I'll go find a shovel and maybe pull you out by the shovel.
You're fucking bonkers if you think I'm jumping in there. I open it, and I just think of Margbark, and I reach and grab the first thing and pull as hard as I can.
Margbark, you feel this hand grab the back of your clothing and pull you out from this pocket dimension. Dormloud tries to reach out for you and pull you back, but you are flung from the bag too quickly and pulled out back into Outward Enterprises.
Zip that bitch up. Tie that bitch up. Excuse me.
Whatever it is. Is it? No, it's got a zipper. Tanner just made the zip noise. It's canonically zipper.
Yeah.
Zipper.
Yeah,
I mean,
it is a zipper.
zippers
for
aren't, they're not like,
I was thinking like, it had the ties that you pull and it cinches.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. I think that's more like
I think it's
Thematically
really
correct.
funny to think of this as like a Coach purse. That
Oh yeah, it's very, yeah, I mean, it's very nice,
yeah, I just tie it shut and I tuck it in my backpack and I just kind of look at Margbark and I go, let's get behind the door before we talk about this, eh?
Yeah, don't go in there. 10 out of 10. Would not recommend.
Mark. Well, okay. So I guess we'll go into one of the rooms, one of our rooms, and then talk about it.
Yeah.
Is that the plan?
Yeah, that's the plan.
Yeah, there's some patrons in here that look around and they're just look down at their beer.
Just a magic trick.
Back up at
he's
him.
practicing his act.
Yeah. Yeah. And he walks away.
Wise choice.
Though Aaron is with you guys. So
Oh, I'm sure
Yeah,
he saw everything in Cave.
I just assume he's attached now.
yeah, he's
Wherever
just wide-eyed looking on. Oh man, that's like some. I've been there, done that. All right, so you guys make your way up
Yeah.
to one of the rooms. And slam the door behind you. The three of you and Aaron Azure and Dormloud the Revenant in a bag.
Margbark.
Well, we don't know what's in the bag, so I'm waiting on.
Yeah.
I just point at Margbark, not like aggressively, but just kind of like quizzically, and I just go, "Explain."
I don't know if I can really explain, but I'm pretty sure Dormloud's in my bag.
Oh no.
It's like a Pokemon.
There's.
You
I won't.
dork.
Yeah, but one
Wait.
I didn't want to catch.
Wait a second.
You don't have enough badges. That's the problem.
You're telling me that we can't try that wine?
Not the Chablis.
I mean, we can. It's got to go in there and kill him before we do.
Well, as long as that stone is in there, I can't. I'm not going to be able to go towards in that bag.
Or we can bring him out.
Oh yeah, but
That seems to have consequences for 6.
no, I don't know that Dormloud's the problem. Maybe it is. I really have no clue. It could be that Dormloud, could be the stone. Either way, that intense magic has an effect on me. But even if it's not Dormloud and we bring him out here, that might not end well.
I mean, there's plenty of open fields around if you'd prefer to murder a supernatural creature out there instead of in the inn.
I think that just my personal take on this, I say that what's in the bag is in the bag for now, at least.
Yeah, as long as you don't go sticking your hand in there, I think you'll be okay.
Is there anything of importance besides Dormloud and that stone and the Chablis?
The Chablis, he says with an exasperated look on his face.
Do we need anything else out of the bag? Because
I need a fucking nap. That's what I need.
I couldn't agree with you more.
Well, I, for one, feel pretty good.
This is a problem for tomorrow. 6 goes to sleep right there. Just sitting in front of him. He just powers down. Boo-doo-doo-doo.
So you do sleep.
Not really. His eyes are open.
He has some, like, it's like a
Sentry.
conscious recharge
Yeah.
mode or something like that.
Yeah, but he's made the decision. Six powers down. The glow in his eyes and his number 6 on his forehead just kind of leaves. The one bad thing that you guys noticed is that he forgot to plug himself in. The USB-C cord is just not plugged in.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. Damn.
Yeah.
USB-C.
My
Yeah.
bolt
We
cable
can't have
needs to be
zippers,
plugged
but we
into
can
the-
have USB-C.
Oh, all right. I
But
assume
I know about this, so I go to where he pulled it out of last time, and I plug him in.
plug it. Yeah, yeah.
Thank
So whose room did you go into?
I guess we'll say mine.
Okay, yeah. So he slept there in the past. So you guys have 3 rooms, 2 of which are available for you, Margbark. So you go and find yours. The 3 of you. I mean, doesn't matter what time of day it is. You're done. Even if you did get a full heal on stuff, your injuries are still existent. So you lay down, get in some rest, and really try to recover from the ordeals that you faced in Arcus and in a pocket dimension found in a bag.
My favorite kind of pocket dimension.
Yeah. Do any of you dream during the night?
I don't know, do we?
It's up to you.
Elves don't really need to sleep. They go into a 4-hour trance.
So drow trance.
Yeah.
Nice.
So maybe I dream. I don't know.
Okay.
I just drink a lot, so I can't dream.
Okay.
No, I'm kidding.
Got it. So, nice. Six. Any thoughts? What I'm basically asking for is if you guys are trying, like, in your sleep, are you trying to put together? You know how dreams work. It's like, oh, hey, we went through a lot of shit during the day. Now I need to parse that stuff at night.
I think 6 has no choice but to dream. Specifically, I think a lot of this is going to revolve around the fact that he was the entity that's been plaguing them, if you will. For the second time now, they've run into this large world-eating being. So I think that would be something that he is currently thinking about, and the stone and its connection. So that would be what 6 is thinking about as he's resting.
All right.
Archie also has dreams. He has dreams of RKOing Aeneas off the top rope.
I'm going to nod and pretend I know that wrestling move.
It's a meme. That's why I know it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they just edit shit, and then they, like, take Randy Orton from WWE, and they just paste his body in different positions, RKOing people in videos, which is his, like, famous move.
Watch out!
But it's fucking funny. The videos are hilarious. Anyway.
Nice. Margbark, do you have anything in particular that you might dream about?
I don't know. I'm trying to in Margbark's head. He's trying to figure out if he and Dormloud have some other connection, or like some connection he's just not aware of. So maybe he's trying to trance that.
That is a good thought to try and parse during the night. And I'll help you out with that. A loud dum dum resonates in your head as if this energy pulsing outwards from something. And you can see dum dum in this darkness, the pocket dimension that you were in earlier, the stone. And on it, you can see your blood that was splattered on top. It is not dried, even though it's been a few hours since your encounter with Dormloud. And each of these pulses of energy flashes inside you these visions of people that you thought you didn't know, or you didn't know that existed. You see flashes of the students that overtook Arcus. You know that there were more people there than you initially recalled, and eventually you can remember everyone that you've encountered that was taken by the thing that's hunting and stealing people from this plane of existence. You have a connection to the stone, which has a lingering and longing connection to the thing that's taking everyone in the realm, to the thing that binds this whole story in forgotten memories, the Neverthere.
Intriguing.
All right. So then you all wake in the morning. I'll say, even though some of you only needed 4 hours or so of sleep, you slept through the whole night. It's a beautiful day outside, pouring in through the windows. You have nothing. Well, you have pressing matters to attend to, but nothing shouting downstairs, nothing immediately calling for your attention. You all wake up naturally to the smell of breakfast being cooked downstairs. You head down, you see Pansy there, serving people across the tables. Oh, yeah, sorry.
Before we head anywhere,
okay,
I look to Archie as I wake up and do my robot stretch. Actually, he finds me doing Roboga.
A Robogix? Yeah, we were kind of on the same page.
No, just yeah, there you go.
I trip him.
Oh,
I say, I fall on my face and I say, Archie, that hurt my feelings. But more importantly, where's that ring?
Archie kind of looks around. Tell you what, next time we leave town, I'll give it to you. But let's keep it where it is for now, just in case old shopkeeper decides to ask questions.
Understood. Done. Cool.
Okay. Now you guys go down to the smell of breakfast.
You're not allowed to set me up for failure, Will.
Yeah. Pansy is serving
I got gloves.
Pansy's serving people downstairs. She prepares a breakfast for you as she sees you come down. Full English. Very nice. Puts it in front of each of you. What you do with it is up to you. We've discussed that you have a port for liquids, 6. Have we discussed what you do with food yet? Is that something we've...
I've been back and forth on this. I have not been very consistent to the podcast. I just put it in my fucking mouth hole. Let's stop being like I have a mouth hole. Screw it. This is ridiculous.
Like you dump it like a garbage chute, basically. Like
yes.
it just opens.
Yeah.
So
it burns it. It's like biofuel.
Yeah, I'm
it burns
cool
it
with that.
internally. It's near the chessboard.
100%.
Yeah, and I don't really need to eat. I don't really need to eat, so I just kind of eat a little bit, and then I'm going to use the rest of the time while they're eating breakfast to attune to that shield that I got. I never found out what it was, but I'm just going to attune to it.
Okay.
Oh, you're going to get cursed.
You take the time.
I'm already cursed. Screw it.
To attune to the
double curse.
shield.
Double curse.
Double curse power.
Will you attune to this shield over breakfast as everyone's kind of eating their food? You shovel yours in. You actually feel that there is a connection here. Like, this is a magical shield. It is providing you with better resistance to attacks, as a shield should. But in this case, it is granting you resistance to damage from ranged weapon attacks.
Oh shit, that's so good. I got 2 magical items with the ring that I haven't gotten yet. But still, that's so badass.
However,
oh no.
You can feel this
I'm fucking cursed?
twisted nature inside it that you also attune to, and now is just part of you. You know from curses that they don't just stop when you put the thing down. What this curse?
Amazing!
What
Damn
this
it.
curse
You
does?
actually did curse it, jackass.
The DM giveth and the DM taketh away.
Well, I wanted to get it checked out, but we done pissed off the guy that could tell us in this town.
No, we didn't. We have no idea if he knows.
You have no idea.
Oh, that's true. Maybe. Damn it! I could have called it.
You want to know what the curse
Whatever.
does?
Yeah, because I got it now.
Because I want you to keep track of this.
Okay.
Whenever a ranged weapon attack is made against a target within 10 feet of you, the curse causes you to become the target instead.
Oh,
So it's actually not terrible.
that's actually not
It's,
terrible.
it's
'cause
actually
I got a lot
kind
of
of cool.
AC.
It's kind of cool.
And so I have plus how much AC to
Plus 2.
range attack? One.
All shields
plus
do-
2 AC.
Oh, no, sorry. The shield, if you haven't used the shield before, the shield will give you plus 2 AC. All shields do unless they're plus shields.
I have. Okay.
The shield resistance means you take half damage from ranged weapon attacks.
Damn right. Okay, so it's just the plus 2 AC. I don't get any more AC against ranged attack. I just take half damage. Okay.
So these
Oh,
are
dude,
not
that's-
magical attacks. These are ranged weapons. So this will be bows and slingshots and stuff like that. Physical weapons.
Within 10 feet of me, is that right?
So if Margbark is within 10 feet of you and someone tries to shoot him with a bow, it
Got it.
turns and hits you instead. Tries to hit you instead.
All right, I'm going to do my best to keep up with that. I swear I'm going to be consistent. I'm going to do it.
So honestly,
That's actually pretty nice.
yeah.
That's pretty good for us. Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, I didn't
Overall,
want to.
yeah.
I didn't want to give you a shitty curse with this. So this is the Shield of Missile Attraction. It's official item. I don't take credit for this one. So actually, I think it's pretty cool. I think the curse is even a boon in some cases, in a lot of cases.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what happens with that. All right. So you guys finish off your breakfast. You attune to the shield. What are you doing next? You know that there is a lot going on with, trying to figure out how to get rid of this thing. So what are you going to do to try and do that? You could have conversations with a holy man. You could talk to your business partner. You could find some other people in the town that know more about magic or history. There are plenty of options here to continue forward in figuring out your plan of attack. Or your plan of defense, as it were, if you can't figure anything out. So ultimately, what do?
Out of game, out of character, do you guys have any suggestions? Because what 6 wants to do now is we need to get more information about this entity that Tanner is calling Neverthere. We wouldn't know the name. We have no name for this thing, so just big black smoke monster. That would be what I personally want to do, and I need to figure out about the never-ending chorus and Nevar. I need to find information about that because I'm starting as a player to realize that there are a lot of things that I probably could have investigated along the way that I would like to start investigating now because they seem more pertinent.
No, not at all, Will.
Dude, it's hard in the moment. It's hard. That's what she said.
Hey.
Well,
we
I'm curious about things going on with my character, but at the same time, I feel like the things I need to find information on are kind of coming with me. Like, there's not really much that I, as a character, would be motivated to go find right now.
Well,
Other than
the only lead that I have as 6 is Piat Baelcom or finding Pudridge again. One of those two needs to happen. So that's not necessarily going to happen in Leyland unless Pudridge just shows the fuck up. Because Arcus can't be that safe. So unless we're planning on going back to Arcus, which I think is a terrible idea, I think is just talk to Baith and maybe he leads us towards the Queen's historian, Piat Baelcom.
is that who that is? The Queen's historian. And I have the Queen's Chablis that I can't drink. God damn it.
Well, it's in the bag. We just got to figure out how to...
We just got to get it out of there without getting grabbed up.
Ooh, what if we just fill it with concrete?
Then we still can't get the Chablis out.
Because it'd be under 64 cubic feet of concrete.
Well, you wait for Dormloud to die, and then you just crack the concrete.
He's not dead yet. I don't know if he's
Question.
going to be.
Does Dormloud need to breathe?
It's a good question.
I mean, he's been in there for way more than 10 minutes.
oh yeah,
right?
for sure. He was there for a full 8 hours of rest, and
You can definitely assume he does not need to breathe.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say.
Well, but he was in the stone. Whatever. You're right. I don't know. No clue.
Was he in the stone? Was he just in the bag? Maybe that was the vessel he was sealed in
he was
years
in the
ago,
bag the
and why
entire
Chandri
time.
recognized it immediately. He's like, "Hey, that's the bag. That's the Dormloud bag." And the stone just happens to be there.
God,
Yeah,
I wish I had thought of that. I wish that would have been so fun. Oh,
If that was the vessel he was sealed in, and the stone's just
So
like
the
magical
stone-
enough to make him pop out of there.
fucking bag.
The stone has nothing to do with Dormloud. That would be fucking hilarious.
That would be right. It's just a magical item that's like magic enough to make it magic.
yeah. Now it's in the bag. Now he's like, oh,
Super magic.
I'm awake.
Well, we can't really do much with Dormloud at the moment. Perhaps we can find a weakness. Maybe if we talk to the historian, he can help with Dormloud as well. We talked to the number 2. Maybe the number 1 has to know more.
Where do we find him?
Or we could just go bury the bag 20 feet down in the middle of a field somewhere and leave it be.
But I like my bag.
It's not really usable at the moment.
Yeah, but I'm holding out hope we might make it usable again. So we'll just see what happens. I'll hang on to it.
Archie, it really doesn't seem like there's much danger in keeping it with.
Yeah, until we wake up in our knickers and Dormloud's beating the fuck out of us.
You can't really escape the bag. If I understand the way that a bag of holding is supposed to work, don't you have to summon things from it?
Nope, I didn't summon Dormloud. He just dragged me in there by the arm.
Oh. Well. Keep it nice and tight. Ooh, we could seal it shut. Hand it here. Watch this. I use mending to seal the bag shut. Can I do that? Does mending
don't-
work
It
that
is
way?
leather, which is technically skin, which he could heal.
Yeah, it just becomes a whole cow.
Dormloud claws his way out of its stomach.
Yeah.
Can't
it
break
looks-
it
Oh
from the
my
inside.
God.
It kind of looks like, you guys remember Rita Repulsa from Mighty Morphin Power Rangers? At last,
Yeah.
I'm free! And she comes out of the freaking sewer on the moon.
Oh my god.
No, mending would repair something that is broken. This isn't broken.
Okay, understood.
Look, I'm pretty sure if you don't go sticking your fingers around the opening, you'll be just fine. So I'll
That's
just
what
hang on to
she
it.
said. Get me out. Okay. All right. Somebody. Okay. Bruce, what are your motivations right now so we all can get on the same page?
Murder every single member of the Hadley family.
Oh yeah, we did find the Hadley thing.
Yeah. I was waiting to see if we were just gonna all say fuck it and jump in there and just go fight Dormloud, but since that doesn't appear to be the case,
I mean, honestly, truthfully, this is outside the game. I was about to talk in Six voice, but I don't think Six can go in the bag. If I go in the bag, I turn into the thing because that stone is still there.
and then just eat Dormloud, problem solved.
Oh, hey, yeah.
Easy.
If you become the thing in the bag, then it's trapped in the bag. The campaign's over. You've won.
Solo XP for 6.
Well, I mean, if Zeke Gladfoot was still around, we could throw him in there since he wanted to. Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot that you don't know who Zeke is.
I remember him.
What?
I remember him now. I remember everyone that I had forgotten when they got eaten by the entity.
Because your blood fell on that stone?
Well, because of my connection or interaction with Dormloud and thus the Neverthere. I guess so.
Wait.
But yeah.
Is
that was
Dormloud
like
the
part of
Neverthere?
thing.
No, he's Dormloud the Revenant.
Damn it. Well, if we don't have a better suggestion, maybe we talk to Baith and see if there's another contract that we can get involved with that takes us closer to Piat Belcom.
I still don't understand what the hell you're saying when you say that.
Piat Belcom?
You know that fucking noise that Saint Sebastian makes every time he tries to say whatever? That's what that sounds like to me. It's the same thing.
Let's just call him PB. How about that?
Please. Sure. Yeah, that works.
PB is the Queen's historian. Number 1 in all the land. Very boring.
No, it won't be boring if I show up on the Queen's doorstep. I promise you that.
You think she remembers you? I saw the paintings.
I think the whole fucking capital remembers me. I'm the only person in, like, 45 years to break out of their prison.
You think you could do with a mask? We could go see Father Dale. He makes good masks.
Well, the problem with that is when they ask me to take it off, mine's not stuck like yours.
We could pretend. Lie. You taught me lie.
I don't think that's a good plan. Let's explore other avenues before we go down that road. Besides, I gotta go tell Base something anyway.
Okay, Bates it is.
Somebody should probably grab that bag. Anybody would find it and open it, see what's inside.
I'm not touching that thing.
Don't worry, I'll hang on to it. I pick it up, sling it over my shoulder.
And just kind of give Margbark a little more space than normal when he walks by. It's very
I
obvious.
purposefully step closer to Archie.
I just like suck my torso in harder.
Archie yells, social distancing.
I got magic. COVID's not a problem. Let's go.
All right. Where are you guys heading? You going to go to Bath first?
Yep.
To
Yeah, I
Bates.
am. I don't know what they're doing.
I'm going to bed. Yeah.
If they're following me. Okay.
All right.
Cool.
Yeah.
The three of you head outside, and you start making your way out of the edge and down the street to number 12 Edge Street, I believe was the address. You make your way over to Outward Enterprises. On your way there, you see striding towards you with a lot of pep in their step, a familiar face, but not in familiar clothing. Who you see before you is one of the students that you sent to town. You never got his name, but he's just prancing there, strolling along the street, whistling. And he sees you and waves flappy arms in the air, very excited to see you. And he kind of runs up and he says,
I have a really, 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 really big question about this.
yeah, what's up?
How did he see us if we were in Alter?
Oh, shit, fuck you.
Yeah.
Okay, fine.
Yeah.
Good catch. As you guys are walking down to 12 Edge Street to go see Bath, you see a familiar face striding towards you. He is whistling a jaunty tune as he walks across the cobblestone street. And you recognize him immediately. He is one of the students that you saw in Arcus. In fact, the one that you sent here to claim that he stole a particular black ring.
I poke Six, like, very gently on the arm, and I say, not a word.
Understood.
Okay. He strides by whistling, and he said, he's singing, he stops every once in a while to sing a song, and he's looking around up at the sky, just very happy to be here, and says out loud, it's such a wonderful day to be young Denzel. And he strides by you and off in the distance.
Hello, dear listeners. This is Will, the voice of Six, and your editor for this podcast. This is a very long episode. We're not even halfway through the action, and I hope you're enjoying what you've heard thus far. But before we get back to the action, I'd like to remind you that we have a website, netherrealm.com, where you can find all of the nerdy world-building info that Tanner has put a lot of effort into. And if you want some of that, just go to netherrealm.com. That's NOTHER realm.com. Our next episode will release on March the 13th, so make sure that you are subscribed or following the podcast on whatever platform that you are currently listening. And if you are enjoying our content, the best way you can help us is to share the podcast with your family and friends that may also like what we do. Thank you so much for listening to the podcast, and now a message from one of your favorite characters.
Hello, it is me, young Denzel, brother of young Daniel. You know him, he's the most alive brother I have ever had before. You should be like me and my very good brother and share the podcast with all of your friends and family. It is what you do when you really, 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 really love people and can't wait to have them as a partner in all the things you do for the rest of your life, like your best man at your wedding and the person that you invest in a nice farm in the country with and learn so many magic spells that you can help each other grow better as people. And if you do all that, you're totally gonna get a girlfriend. All right. So you guys make your way over to Outward Enterprises. You make your way inside, and Baith is there, scanning over papers again, signing documents, getting things set up. He looks, a little panicked after all the information that you gave him yesterday. But he looks up at you and nods, and says, if it isn't my people who I hope are going to solve the problems of the world. Hello.
That's probably a bit of a stretch, if I'm honest with you.
Well, I'm hoping that this thing that you have told me about is a bit of a stretch as well, but apparently it's not after the things that I saw yesterday.
Ha! It gets worse.
How?
I got pulled into a bag. By Dormloud the Revenant.
Yeah, whatever the fuck that is. Apparently it pulled him into a bag. It's some kind of creepy monster that, I don't know, kills people, apparently. I don't know how it works.
Dormloud the Revenant was a man who did not suffer the weak, nor suffer the strong, nor suffer the very strong. He was just an all-around bad dude. And he's in that bag. Right there.
We can't get out, so at least we have that going for us.
His sword hurts.
Are you sure?
No, we are not sure.
I'm pretty sure. He's been in there for at least 48 hours and he ain't been able to get out yet.
He stabbed Margbark.
Okay.
Baith, why don't you stick your hand in there and
I'm
see if
not
he's
going
still
to
in
stick
there.
my hand in the bag.
Don't leave.
This is... I have just met you. We are not on joking level yet. So
you do believe us?
I have to believe something after I saw the smoke coming out of Six's face and the smoke coming out of the stone. And, there is something obviously going on. I have no reason not to believe you. So, I'm
I've never smoked.
80%. You should try it sometime, especially drugs. And Aaron Azure, who is behind you guys. No, he's not. I'm just kidding. He's probably still...
Did he just get
He's
left?
passed out in one
Wait,
of the
where did we
rooms
leave
at the
him?
inn.
Not in the same room at the back. Let's go.
No, he would have
got the
taken
third
Six's
since,
room. Yeah.
Yeah, he takes Six's room.
You guys put him up in Six's room. That'll be fine. He's a late sleeper.
Yeah, of course he is.
Go figure.
That checks out.
Look, if there is another entity that we have to worry about in that bag, is it tied into anything else that is happening?
No clue.
Yeah. Apparently some, that last little jaunt you sent us on. Well, apparently Dormloud is what the hell the students took Arcus. Right? Was it Arcus 6? I don't remember.
Arcus. Or Anarchus.
Okay. Is what? Yeah, whatever. That's what they apparently were going to use to make sure that they, I guess, I don't know,
Canceled their student loans.
fought the government or something. I don't fucking know. I have no idea what they were doing. But this is what they were going to use, apparently.
Interesting. Okay. Yeah, let's not take that proverbial cat out of the bag, okay?
Yeet, yeet, yeet.
So, what is the next step? What are we going to do about all this? I mean, I have limited access to people here. One of the only people I can truly trust here is Stable Grandpa. And this is out of his particular purview.
Wait, what about Elias? He seems pretty trustworthy.
No, Elias is a very capable merchant. He's able to, identify certain things. He knows the value of things that you might bring in. So if there's any particular thing you want to sell, I mean, he is worldly, so it might be a good place to start.
Uh, maybe not. What if we instead, I thought maybe you would have a quest for us to go on that would lead us to, we're looking for a historian.
You want
I think we,
you want me to send you on a quest when something like this big is going through the world and you are the only people that know that it's what it does and remember the things that it does to other people? You think, yeah, sure. And he starts flipping through quests. So there's this quest to go to Grenier and take care of a goblin problem. He throws the page behind him. There is a quest to go to Montresat.
I'll take the one about the goblins.
You want the one about the goblins. You don't want the one about the things that are stalking in the night in Montresat. That's fine. He throws the paper behind him. I don't know. I have ones that pay more. I have things that pay more.
I can tell Tanner never watched Goblin Slayer.
yeah.
Oh, no, I have not.
Goblin
I have
Slayer.
not.
It's so good, dude.
I have so many quests. All of these are quests, and he throws all the papers off his desk. Go ahead. It's like 52 card pickup. Pick any one you want. There's some that pay 5 either. There's some that pay 45,000 either. What do you want?
I'm just like standing there looking at Baith have a meltdown with eyebrows raised.
I sense a bit of hostility.
Hostility. You sense a bit of hostility from me. I think you are very wrong. What you might actually be sensing is massive amounts of anxiety and worry over the fact that something can come and take the people that you know and make them not the people that you know, or make them people that you don't, make them not, I cannot wrap my fucking head around it.
Ooh, yeah, me neither. Mustn't lose your cool, though.
Any of those quests go where the queen lives?
Okay. I apologize for my outburst. I suppose what you're trying to do is why the capital? Why the capital? Why are you wanting to go to the capital?
Piat Belcom.
Piat Belcom. This is the name of someone you know.
He is the #1 historian, after all. But we might not be able to go to the capital directly. Archie has a little bit of a history there.
No, that's quite a lot. Actually, I'm surprised it hasn't reached out here yet. Good thing. At least I was able to get Rim and Board before it did.
I mean, if you are... Wait, what? I actually don't want to know. You... The historian. You know for sure he is in the capital.
No.
Why would you think he's in the capital?
Queen's historian, directly.
The Queen's historian. Yes, the Queen's historian would probably be in the capital.
We just are looking for information on, this bullshit.
Okay. The difficult part about this is that the Queen's historian would probably be where the Queen could access him if she had any sort of inquiries on a daily basis. Her whims decide to say, oh, what does old Kalatas have in common with this new land of Lear? You know, so the Queen's historian would likely be in the Hopesworn Palace.
Oh, the more I think about it, that's not a great idea. If we're not gonna take another quest, maybe we should just find Pudridge. I think he could be of some service.
Well, hang on. If you are looking for access to people higher up to try and gain access to the historian and the Hopesworn Palace, I might actually have something for that. He looks all around him at the papers scattered everywhere. Fuck. Okay. What we are looking for, the three of you help me. What we are looking for is a very thick piece of parchment. It is probably the most fancy handwriting you've ever seen, and it is addressed from one of the Queen's lower advisors, a man by the name of Tolisk Jabba. So if you can find that one, that might be our in. And so we'll just do a fun roll to get things bubbling. So if you all want to give me an investigation roll, that would be good. You know what? No, you're trying to find it. Perception, please. You're not actively looking and trying to figure things out.
16.
Well, that means it's passive perception.
Well, you are. I'm asking you to actively look for it. You get. Shut up, Bruce.
Non-natural 20.
Oh, okay. Margbark, yeah, you see it sitting on top of a stack that has been tossed over on the left side of his desk. You pick it up. It is this thick piece of parchment. It is, however, written in Elvish, which I believe you should understand.
That I do.
Awesome. Okay. So the gist of the letter is that this man, the advisor, Talisk Jabba, is looking for a set of people that have a particular set of skills, and those skills include being quiet and not letting secrets get out. Do you read through the letter, or do you hand it over to our boy Baith?
I mean, yeah, if I can understand it, I'm gonna read it.
Yeah, okay. So the basic quest is that there is a missing shipment from the town of Drozdin Mill, and the advisor has been asking around trying to figure things out. Every answer he gets from every lead that he finds is vastly different from the other. So he has no idea what to do, where to go, other than it starts in Drozdin Mill. What it says in the contract is if it is accepted, he will meet the group in Drozdin Mill and give more information there.
Tanner,
Yes.
what are the odds this guy would know who I am?
Ooh, what are the odds? So the thing about your particular escape is that those in charge of the jail and keeping you locked up would have tried their best to make sure it didn't reach too high, because other words, that meant their jobs and maybe even their heads. So you think that there is a possibility that people that shouldn't be told. Why would the queen be told if there was an escape? Especially if people want to stay in favor of the queen. So there's a chance that the advisor might not know. However, if it's a lower advisor, he might deal with these sorts of things.
Well, there's a possibility that might bring a bit of a magnifying glass down on me. Granted, it's basically how I've lived my whole life, so I'm not worried about it, but just might want to let you all know.
Okay, so this particular quest, this man knows a lot. He is not like a direct face-to-face advisor. He is more of someone who advises the advisor on specific matters of the kingdom, and most of what he does is designated towards. He oversees the raw materials, shipments of wood and stone throughout the country, and some imports and exports. So, is it likely he knows your situation? Maybe. But I think this is your only way into the workings of the crown and trying to get an audience with the historian.
It wouldn't be the first time I've danced these tunes, so.
Well, it probably won't be the last.
Look, I'm out of leads. Honestly, we don't know where the giant smoke will pop up again.
Yeah, as of now, I say we just keep doing what's going to get us paid and hope we run into the right lead.
Archie, you are the leader. Why don't you make the call?
That seems to be about the only option we have.
Let's do it.
All right, so this particular contract pays $650 is what you would get from it. It is lucrative. It is an inn with someone in power, so it actually has a few more benefits than just the money coming in. I would suggest when dealing with them, you keep a very cautious eye out for. Yeah, I mean, you know what people in power are capable of. You saw Chandri, but I think this is a bit of a different breed. This one, I think he will probably only act in favor of the crown.
Yeah, that's how most of them work.
So I can equip you for the journey. It is a long ride to Drozdin Mill. The main road leads west. You can circle down from Grenier, past north of Hildhold, and you could use the main road to go into Velia or around it and then up to Drozdin Mill. or you can just cut across the plains and make it there that way, which if you're trying to make it there quicker, I would highly suggest. You won't be traveling by road, so you won't be meeting up with rows of guards if you're worried about them, the soldiers finding you out and seeing you. Though I don't know how many of them know who you are directly, Archie, unless they've put out papers for your rearrest. So, 2 options, the direct road and the way across the kingdom as the crow flies.
Well, really, plains ain't no different from the road when you think of how it's going to sleep. It'll all be hard and it'll all be probably a bit cold.
I would think the plains would be a little softer.
Well,
nope, hard and cold.
There always is something to. Was there a joke in there that you were trying to get across, Will?
That's what she said. Okay. All
right.
No,
there is. If you travel straight across, I mean, you'll end up running potentially through the bottom edge of the Darkspur thicket, which is actually pretty hard to get through. There aren't very nice things in there, but shouldn't be anything you're not capable of. And then you can just go straight across from there to Drosden Mill. The problem there is the crownswood, and I will let you know that is a very particular tree that grows there that is only used in ships south on the Ironside River right into the capital of Elia, so for them to use to create everything for it. So it is an important stronghold of the kingdom. So the guard presence there is more than it is here, of course, because we have none, but they are there.
Well, Margbark, are you ready to both meet your horse and stable grandpa?
I've heard so much about him, I feel I already know him.
He's very nice. He has my horse, Seven.
That's a good name.
Do you know why I named my horse Seven?
I have a guess.
7's a very large number.
I bet you can't count any higher.
No, because 7, 8, 9.
Okay, so I will have a traveling bundle set up for you guys. You go and get your horses situated, and then I'll have that brought out to you, so you have your traveling rations and everything that you'll need for the trip. Is there anything else that you think you might need? We can, and he leans in close as if someone else is going to hear him. We can do some paper creation if you need forging papers. We can forge some papers for you if you need them.
That might be good. That's kind of smart.
Yeah, I agree, because that'll keep any wandering eyes off of us quickly.
All right, I've got a few alternate identities set up that I haven't used before. I'm not going to tell you where I got them, but I need...
Can I be Jason?
Oh, you want a specific one?
Oh,
Well,
I'll take whatever you have.
It might actually be wiser for you to set up your own if you would like to do that, because then you could actually put your own signature on it. Everything on there is mine and associated with me now. It would pass, but not under direct scrutiny, especially when comparing person to paper. You could go talk to Elias Finch and get new papers made.
Oh, maybe not. Well, let's see what you have.
Okay.
No. Tell you what, I need to go talk to him anyway. So, I gotta get some alterations done on this coat if I'm gonna be able to hide my face.
Oh, fuck.
All right. Sounds good. And you guys leave Outward Enterprises. Baith begins making up your bundles for travel. So he'll have all your rations for the amount of time he estimates that you guys will be out prepared for you as you leave. Before you head off to Doting Doublets and Other Grateful Garments, Margbark, you make your way out back to the stable. And inside is this jovial old man, just shoveling hay, putting it up for the horses. You see the horses that you came in on. And then you see another one in the stable that you have not yet seen. What does this horse look like?
So it's a big, like one of those painted horses, like it's white, but it's got the kind of like black and brown kind of splotches on it that aren't really in any necessarily like a pattern. They're just kind of like thrown all over it. Very Jackson Pollock.
Nice.
I should have got a gray since they look like Ghost.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Done, but...
So you walk in here and you see this horse over on the back stall. And you see the old man. He turns to you when you walk across the threshold of the stable. And he says, "Oh, you must be Margbark. I've got a horse here for you, and I'm told that you can name it just like the other guy's names the other ones choose here. This one's name is 8, and that one's name is Death.
And you must be Stable Grandpa. Nice to meet you.
I'm feeling kind of unstable today. My knees is a little bit wobbly. I think some rain's coming in. You were outside. The sky is completely clear.
Sure, Gramps. Which horse is for me?
Oh, that one in the corner. That isn't one from the other two guys.
Okay.
It doesn't. It's an adult. It's a full adult, and I have never given it a name. And so you can name it whatever you please. What kind of name are you thinking?
Oh, I've got the perfect name in mind.
Oh, I hope it's really good.
We're gonna call him David. David Hasselhoofs.
Oh my fucking!
Stable.
How long
You
did
have
you
to
think
refer
of
to-
that? How
You
long?
have to refer to him only as Hasselhoof.
The hoof.
Never hassle a hoof.
How long did it take you to think of that? And how proud of you are you? How proud?
Look. I held on to that for an entire week. I'm not pulling a Tanner, holding on it for years or anything. But,
don't at me, bro.
I'm high fiving myself right
Nice.
now. That's the.
That's the name of my third question twice removed. He's a horse too.
I fucking love it. No, I don't. It's hilarious.
So dumb.
It's the fucking best bit. Oh god.
Ah, your cousin's a horse, right? Oh, okay.
And my mother's a tooth fairy. You could see him grin wide. He's got like half his teeth missing.
Maybe we should call him Unstable Grandpa. I kind of whisper under my breath.
That's what I just said. So you should because my knees isn't a wobbly.
He's got really
You got
good
me
hearing.
sis.
No,
such
you mean
good hearing.
physically. You mean physically unstable.
Oh, you want to call me physical grandpa?
And then we cut to Elias Finch.
All right. It's a good. He is God. Like this is. I just want you guys to know the amalgamation of all the gods that exist in this world are just Stable Grandpa. He is the chorus.
Nice.
He's everything. Yeah.
It makes sense because I imagine all those deific personalities would make just be a
Yeah.
clusterfuck.
Just so many different things. Okay. We do
Before we go into the store,
Yes.
before we are even near the store,
Okay.
I just look at 6 and I say, Archie looks at 6 and he just says, "While we're in there, let me do the talking."
Archie, listen. You've taught me a whole lot, and getting you in trouble is the last thing that I want to do. I would miss you so much. I love you.
I know.
Nice. That's a good Han Solo pull.
6 will remember this.
Yeah.
I just
now we've just become a freaking
Fallout.
Oh no, Fallout doesn't have that kind of system. It is it's one of the games where they did the Borderlands, Tales from the Borderlands, and the Batman Telltale.
Telltale. Yeah. They will remember this. Yeah. Okay. I'm being quiet. I'm just gonna listen.
All right.
Okay. So you guys approach doting doublets and other grateful garments. Is everyone going inside, or is it just Archie?
No, I'm going to.
First of all, wouldn't I guess we met back up with Margbark before going in?
Yeah. Everyone can go.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. I was. That's just a point of clarification. Okay. Yeah, I'm for sure going in. I'm following Archie, but he told me what not to say. Margbark doesn't know any better of anything, so.
Well, he shouldn't know that the ring exists at all.
No,
so.
he doesn't. That's what I'm saying.
My first and very important question: how do you open the door?
I punch it open.
Do you really?
Is this the one door I didn't punch open?
Yes, I think this is the only door that we did not punch open. I think we just went
because
inside
we
like
put in the
normal
sound
people.
effect of it going bling bling.
We just
That's right. Okay. Wait, no, this has to do with clothes. So I enter this one like a normal human being.
Okay. You enter in, and inside there's actually music playing. from a source in the backside of the room. And you can see a little duster in one of the back corners popping up from behind a rack of clothes, dusting the wall. He does not hear you enter, even though the thing dinged.
Question before, because this is going to be part of the request as well. Did our garments take any like significant damage that needs to be repaired?
There were certainly singes and other damage, like
Oh yeah, you got hit by
magical damage that happened to
fireballs
him.
when you jumped out, if you remember.
Fireballs,
Okay,
yeah.
cool. Well, that was the magic coat, so I didn't know if it
Yeah, it would have still singed.
didn't take
Yeah.
damage or not. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
Alright,
not it's not destroyed, but it is singed.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah. It's not proper. That was my point. All right. Cool. Yeah. So then, do I see him just still dusting and not giving us any like time of day?
Yep.
All right. I'm just gonna. Stride on over to the countertop, Mr. Finch. I believe I'm going to need your help again.
You can see from where he is, where you thought he was, it is just a floating duster dusting the walls. And there is no one there on the other side of the counter. And then you hear a click as the front door locks. And standing there is behind you after you entered, young Denzel.
Oh.
And he says to the three of you, yeah, if it's not my best good buddies who sent me here to find books and to talk about rings and fuck, he doesn't recognize you.
Yes,
assholes.
exactly. I was
God
about to
damn
call
it.
you out. I was about to call you out. It's so good. We were in disguises.
He locks you guys. The door locking does happen, and behind you, you do see young Denzel, and he says to the three of you, I am doing as I'm told and providing a distraction. And then from the other side, a door on the back side of the room that leads into the back portion of the store opens up, and there steps out Elias Finch and two other people dressed in Jesters clothes, full paint on their faces and bells dangling from the hats that they wear.
Wait, Elias Finch is also dressed in
He's not
Jesters?
dressed in this.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
No.
I pay no attention to young Denzel, and I just go, if he was supposed to be the distraction, maybe you shouldn't have people with bells on their hats come from the other direction.
Oh, that was just for show. That's just for show. He snaps, and their clothing dissipates, and what you see there are two men in all black, very sleek clothing, with the bottom portion of their faces covered with masks. It's just a thing.
I just put my hands in my pocket. My pockets.
So, we have some things to discuss, and I didn't think you'd
Sure.
actually just come back in, but I appreciate that you did.
Yeah, you need to fix my clothes. They're fucking singed.
Oh, I don't need to do
Archie.
anything. I'm sorry you think that.
Archie, what is he talking about? What's happening?
Hold on a second, Six. 1 second. All right, well, this is the first time I've ever walked into a fine establishment and been treated rudely, so I'm going to let you tell me what's going on, and I really hope it's a good fucking story.
Oh, I
'Cause I don't
apologize.
appreciate being talked down to.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Let me put on my customer service voice. Hi, welcome to Doting Doublets and Other Grateful Garments. I hope that you had a previously wonderful experience here, and I see that your clothing needs some mending. I also see that some of the items that we discussed last time are actually missing. And the funny thing is that I didn't have really anyone else in from the time that you entered last time until the time that you left last time. So I could only think of one thing. Maybe I just misplaced it. And yet, lo and behold, this one, and he points to young Denzel, comes in very soon after the incident and says, "Hi, I've taken this thing and I just wanted to let you know that I did." Young Denzel from the door says, "Yeah, and now I'm part of the Court of Jesters as an initiate." And Elias says, Lesson 1, shut up. So, he turns back to you, Archie. How was that for better customer service?
Archie's just standing there looking at him with a blank face. Piss poor. Well, you can fix my clothes or not. What the fuck are you going on about?
I've never seen that person. And I look at young Denzel. What is...
Oh, yeah, I haven't ever seen you either, my man.
Okay.
Okay.
What's happening? Very nice to meet you, Elias.
I want you to roll deception for me. Well, the lie hasn't been said yet. I need you to... Did you take the ring?
What ring?
Now roll deception.
Wait, hold on.
Yep.
Hold on. How long has it been since we've been here? It's been a while, right? Like a couple weeks?
It hasn't been, it might have been a week. Because you guys took care of almost everything in Arcus once you got in there in a day.
Oh, okay. All right. So it's been about a week.
Yeah. With all the travel, the resting, yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to think if a person would forget about something they didn't buy. Because I would, but I'm ADHD, so. Hold on. Refresh my memory.
Of the thing you stole.
Well, I didn't steal anything, but I'm trying to figure out what ring we ever discussed.
Oh, the black ring. The one that's...
The one that you didn't even give me a price for because I told you there's no way in hell I could afford it because it was double what we were paying. That one?
Right, the ring that I set out as a bit of a test of...
The ring that this gentleman apparently came back, who we've never seen before, told you he took. And yet you're still accusing me? Is that right? I just want to make that clear.
He looks over at Denzel. Denzel, do you have the ring? Have you ever had the ring? Denzel says, nah. Some dudes that came in Arcus straight up said, hey, if you say to this person at this store that you have the ring / took it, you could probably get a girlfriend.
I just want to make this clear, Elias. You're accusing me of thievery because some fucking moron walks into your store, and I take a step forward, like I'm clearly showing nothing but disdain at this point, walks into your store and tells you someone told him if he brings you or says he takes one of your apparent items, he can get a girlfriend, and now that turns into accusing me. I just want to make sure your story's fucking straight before I thrash you and all your fucking friends around here for disrespecting me like that.
A boyfriend would be fine, too. Not too picky.
Alright, I'm a little less angry, because he's not an asshole. I point back at young Denzel.
No.
The two men behind Elias take steps forward as you do approach and kind of guard Elias. Give me a deception roll.
Okay. Oh, shit.
Can I help him?
How would
Is
you
that
have
advantage or not
Okay.
advantage? Considering the story's absolute horseshit.
yeah.
Like, that makes no sense.
So I mean, I think I've kind of already helped him by pointing out the fact that young Denzel, and he doesn't know us. We've never seen him. I've never seen him. He's never seen us. I feel like that should help.
Oh, yeah,
the
I'm gonna add this on too. I'm gonna also turn back to Denzel after taking a step, still very like, I'm being a bit aggressive at this point. Like,
Yeah.
Archie's clearly not very happy, right? Air quotes.
Yeah.
He looks back at Denzel and he goes, "What was your fucking name again?"
I am young Denzel, son of Daniel the Elder. How's it going?
Is Young your first name?
No, my grandfather's name was Denzel, so I was named after him, and he was still alive when I was born. So now that I'm the only one that was left when I was actually born because of the situation that I was in, I am young Denzel. But since he's dead now, I'm still going to go by young Denzel because I figure it's a form of respect. Dad, however, had my brother. Of course he did, because my brother is his son as well. So my son's brother, no, sorry. Man, all this is like a lot of stuff. So, sorry, let me slow down. My brother's name is Daniel. My dad's name is Daniel. He is Daniel the younger, my brother, and my dad is Daniel the elder, and so that's the lineage. But I got my grandfather. You see where I'm going with this? Grandfather on my father's side.
Archie just blinks a couple times, and he goes, "Okay, all right, I get the lineage. What did these apparent people who told you these things look like?"
Well, they were actually really plain look. I mean, they were students too, as far as I could tell, from Casterhaven. They were wearing.
I turn it when he says students from Casterhaven. I turn back to Elias Finch, and I go, "Oh, students from Casterhaven, the place where people learn about magic, not beat people with fucking axes." Yeah, that makes sense.
Now we.
Now I'll roll my deception roll if you want me to.
Yeah, you could do so at advantage. I'll allow it with all the stuff.
We've told
Yes,
we've got a good background here, kinda. I mean, I get it because
I wanted to try multiple times. Yeah.
I don't even need. I'm not asking for advantage. I'm just pointing out.
Yeah.
I'm just driving home how ridiculous this story sounds. Because that's a lot. That's a big reach. Anyway, okay, I won't do it at advantage. Okay. 21 total.
Wow.
I got 17.
Wow.
Yeah, I got 17. So.
Okay. Elias looks between. He doesn't look between anyone. He just stares directly at you, Archie. And his hands raise from his sides, and he begins clapping. Oh, that was a very, very, very good lie. I certainly enjoyed that.
What?
Here's the thing. That particular ring, it had a little spell on it. And that particular ring, he pulls it out of his pocket. It was hidden pretty well. I can actually appreciate all of the effort you've gone through to hide it, and the alibi in the story. I don't know how you were so well disguised when you were where you were. Or if, at that point, I'm actually not certain that was you. So a lot of the story doesn't line up, and I can give you that much. Here's the bit that's the catch, though. You have stolen from You've stolen from the wrong people. I want to know if you've heard any rumors or legends or stories by the bedside of the Court of Jesters. When he says that name, Archie, yes, you have 100% heard of the Court of Jesters.
Okay.
You know the espionage that they have, that has been blamed on them, the assassinations, massive thefts, everything that people in power can't figure out, they start whispering the Court of Jesters.
Yeah, the boogeymen behind all the things that court people can explain.
It's very nice to still be called boogeymen, especially in this day and age when there's so many ways of finding things out if there's just one loose thread. I will once again commend you, however, because there weren't very many loose threads. You did try and cover it up, and young Denzel here was a perfect mark. I will say wonderful choice for this particular bit of deception. The only real problem is who you were trying to steal from.
Who am I apparently trying to steal from?
Oh, the Court of Jesters. The court
whole filled story.
Yes, yeah. So I thought I made that clear. I'm sorry. I'm Elias Finch, an actor within the Court of Jesters. These are my associates. I won't give you their names. I have a proposition for you. I'm not here to actually accuse you of anything, and by all means, here. He flicks the ring as if it were a coin. It spins in the air towards you.
Towards me or towards Six?
Towards you.
No, it hits me in the chest and it bounces off because I'm still parading around as the angry, falsely accused guy.
All right, it thuds on the floor and spins a little bit before finally settling.
As Archie has said many times, once you start lying, you do not fucking stop lying.
This whole performance is wonderful. Wonderful. A full-on assessment of what I believe you're capable of. I'm not certain about these two. He points to Six and Margbark. Hi, we haven't actually met yet. I'm Elias Finch, actor in the Court of Jesters, as I've already said. Also the owner of this particular Doting Doublets and other Grateful Garments. And if you've known our franchises around, we have one in Arcus. Actually, I own the rights to all those too, so it's a rather nice business. And you are?
Trying to formulate a good response here.
There's a whole lot of shit being thrown around.
Yeah,
so.
this is pretty nuts. Wait, so just so I'm clear, Fraser, while you think of your response,
we just happened to coincidentally steal from apparently the espionage and assassin ring that runs the entire
and they had
empire.
But they had a tracking device basically on our ring, and they went and got it from Archie's room, so they knew Archie stole it the whole fucking time. So we're lying for absolutely.
You're just making up this lie, and they already know.
That's what he says. Yeah. That's what he says.
But the thing I do want to impress upon you guys, well, the one thing that I do want to say is, however unlikely this all sounds, Elias Finch has always been at the start of the thing. I was like, yeah, it'll be kind of cool if this thread gets in, if they want to get into thievery or looking for other ways to get into the castle and stuff like that. So always was the Court of Jesters. I'm not. Nice. I didn't just start throwing this stuff in. If that makes you feel.
I kind of assumed that there was. Yeah, I kind of assumed there was more.
You
to
have
it
a
than
whole
just
fucking story made up for it, dude.
Yeah.
You have my respect. Dude, this is fun. I love this. I love everything.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead, Mark.
I know a lot about you now, and you know nothing about me. I'd rather keep it that way.
I can fully respect that.
That's Mark.
A person that I can fully respect
Six,
that
what
too.
I'd say.
Oh,
Margbark facepalms so hard.
I really couldn't resist. I know.
No, that's in character as fuck. So.
Yes, my name is Margbark. Margbark Smooth. You may have heard of me.
I haven't. Good to meet you. Six. So lovable. Really not cut out for this kind of work. I will never be telling you anything.
Understood.
Okay. I appreciate. I fully appreciate the front. Boys, we're fine now. And the other two men with Elias look down at him and nod and go back into the back room. I am not here to point any more accusatory fingers or try and get anything from you. I require no payment. That ring is freely given, whether or not you actually decide to work with me. I just wanted to let you know that I thought it was incredibly impressive that you took it when you did without me noticing. I have very, very, very keen eyes, keen enough to count all the threads and stitches that have popped on that jacket, which, of course, does need mending, and I'd be happy to help out. I just want to know if you would like greater involvement in a little bit of an underground association that carries a lot of weight.
Archie's gonna smirk at this point. He's gonna bend down. He's gonna pick up the ring. He's gonna toss it to Six.
Six drops it, but he reaches down and picks it up.
Actually, the floorboards here aren't all directly connected together. I'm going to need you to give me a dexterity saving throw to see if you can grab it quick enough.
Nope.
It rolls through the crack. It falls down into the basement.
I don't know why. Why did I just say I caught it? This is okay. Well,
yeah. Why didn't you? Lesson taught.
I'm gonna go get that. I walk out the door.
You walk out the door. You realize that there's no way down. And you have a thought. Oh, I'd have to go into that back room. Maybe that connects to a basement.
Yeah. So I'll go into that back room and I'll ask Elias. Hey, can I go retrieve that?
Fine.
Okay, I go do that.
It's fine. Okay, yeah, you walk down the stairs. There's no one in here. It's just full of cloth and garments. Looks like Elias is probably putting together. And there on the floor in the center is the ring. While you're down there, Elias turns back up to you, Archie. And
Yeah, I'm just kind of waiting respectfully now.
I'm not. I don't exactly have a direct offer on the table. It is just seeing what kind of interest there might be.
Considering you're a man that does his research, you probably already know who I am anyway.
I know of your exploits and the fact that you escaped, which is absurdly impressive.
All right. Well, I didn't steal the ring, but that obviously was like said in a very sarcastic, like, yeah, okay, you caught me manner, but however, the kind of work you're talking about sounds like it no different than what I've done my whole life. So yeah, I might be interested. There's always a catch.
Oh, of
Nothing's
course.
ever given freely.
No, not at all.
At least nothing worth taking.
There is, there's a certain amount of service expected within an organization, right? There are times when you will be called directly to do things that you might not agree with, and we are not without our limits. We will not push if someone is not wholeheartedly into it. The things that we are doing, however, directly affect those in power. It is a sort of operation from the inside out, if you will. Now, I know that maybe espionage and things like that aren't exactly your forte, but there are places where we need a man of your skills.
I give like a Margbark a tap on the shoulder, like a back of my hand tap very gently, and I go, "What do you think, Marg?"
Is this offer for me? It seems like he's done a lot of research on you, but he had to ask my name.
The problem with you now, 6. I can.
This ring is so
understand.
cool.
Yeah, you come back up through the door. Yes, we do employ children in certain areas, so I know how to handle him. You, however, I didn't expect you coming in with them and not being separated from them for the entire time you've been in town. Other than sleeping, of course, which we also watched you do. I guess you have a couple of options. Either you jump on board and we do a sort of assessment for your particular skills, or you leave and never know when the knife might come.
Whoa. Hold on, Elias.
This is starting to feel more like a hostage situation.
There's
Oh,
one thing.
sorry. Denzel, away from the door, please, and unlock it if you don't mind. Yeah, you got it. Click. And he says click verbally while he unlocks the door.
You can't exactly tell one of my family here that they'll never know when a knife comes, because we all know what that means.
What does that mean?
It means one day you're going to be lying on your face in a gutter for something you did.
Well, tell me if there's much wrong in that. Lying on your face in a gutter for something you did, if you actually did it. No, we are not unkind. If he decides to leave, we will let that happen, and we will watch until the day when, Margbark, you might slip up, and at that point in time, we will take care of you, and we will take care of whoever you let loose your tongue to. So it's not unfair. We are not interested in those who wish to go about their lives as long as their lives do not impede on our operations.
I see what you mean. It wasn't a direct threat. Okay.
Oh, no, I mean, it still was. It holds a lot of weight, right? But it's not, we're going to kill you if you don't do anything. No. You have to deserve it to a certain extent.
Exactly. Who is your moral compass?
Oh, I like to think we in the organization all have a pretty decent moral compass. We all agree on the same basic actions and abide by a similar set of principles. It is for us to declare that those who are in charge probably shouldn't be, and that chaos would probably be far better. No government should be holding someone down under the heel of their boot, now should they?
Oh. That's interesting. I look at Six and Margbark and I say, I thought they were, the knife in the dark for the government, for our royalty above us. That's what the legends say. But if that's not the case, and you're telling me we just get to crack some fucking heads, well, I don't see any reason not to join up.
We claim all jobs, assassinations, thefts that further our sort of mystique. However, the ones that we take and actually commit all serve purposes, and they are all against the crown. So that is a question that I do pose to all three of you. Do you pledge undying loyalty to Her Majesty Isilt, the Queen of Atoria?
No.
I only pledge allegiance to the United States. I only pledge allegiance
To the United States of Archie!
And I rage.
My only allegiance lies with the Big Wolf Band.
I just let that one go. I don't even.
That
right,
sort
well,
of sounds familiar to your last group.
I think that's what we meant. Anyway.
Okay.
I think it's called the Bad Wolf Buddies.
I don't believe that that's any better.
Are you two done? I just want to make sure that before, I want to make sure, because we have an agreement that we've already signed, we've already agreed to commit to with our friend over at Outward Enterprises. So I'm one who, for all moral failings that I do have, I at least keep my word.
At this point, I've already sold my soul to death.
Oh,
I think I sold mine to Dormloud.
I know who Death is. I have no idea who Dormloud is. It's fine. You can have all other sorts of obligations as long as they're not in direct opposition to what we ask of you. This is not a full-time job for most people. They hold their own positions, and that's why we like them. They go in, they do their jobs, and they get out, and they return to polite society, as it were. In your case, I wouldn't really expect you to return to polite society. You could just go back to adventuring.
Fun fact, Death loves the Queen.
I find
What?
that. Yes, I'm very confused about that particular comment.
I am fucking with you.
Oh. Okay. Young Denzel behind you goes, I get it.
Yeah, Archie's definitely like trying not to.
Okay, so
Well,
if you'd like to be part of our clandestine operations, this is a full-on invitation. I have nothing for you at this direct moment, but we had to have this meeting.
Well, apparently you know where we're staying, so you know where to find us. I've been in the game long enough to know when I'm beat, so.
We will be visiting. We will be leaving very soon, but I'm just judging by the nature of this conversation. You will have tabs on us everywhere. Is that correct?
Not yet. There is a bit of an initiation, and young Denzel behind says, "Yeah, it kind of hurts." Yes, not really. It's a prick of the finger and a drop of blood that it's a thing. So I'll need that from each of you if you don't mind.
That may be difficult for me.
Archie just starts rubbing his eyes. He starts rubbing his eyes with his index finger and thumb. And he's just like, I'm so sick of making agreements with people. And this entire campaign has been Archie and Margbark making agreements with people.
The campaign of agreements.
Yeah. Well, what's it for? So you can find me or kill me?
Oh, it's so I can find you.
Oh, okay. All right.
And then kill you if needed, but the finding is if you get in trouble, we can also find you that way. So it's it does its job.
Well, he's metal, so how's he going to do it?
Excuse me?
Pink. He hits 6 on his chest.
Yeah, I don't know that you're going to be able to get blood from me. How about this? If you find Archie, you'll find me.
I actually believe that. And you, Margbark Smooth.
I look at Margbark and I say, I'm pretty sure we could take whoever they send at us at least long enough to get away again. So, probably no risk.
It feels like my whole existence is an agreement of sorts. What's one more to the list?
Okay. So he goes back behind his counter, pulls out a thimble, 3 thimbles, well, 2 thimbles, doesn't need the third one, and just a basic needle. And he gestures for you to hold out your hands, and he pricks the tip of each of your fingers. You see, we used to do this like a full slice across the palm, and it was really theatrical and fine, but then you can't do anything with it afterwards. You know what kind of damage that does to your palm? How are you supposed to hold a sword afterwards? Oh, that was a point of conversation. That's fine, though. He pricks
No,
both
I was
your
going to say,
fingers.
actually, I never thought about it, but I do appreciate that you're not cutting half my hand off.
Exactly, right?
Or half my hand through.
So he pricks your fingers, gets the drop of blood in the thimbles, and he sets them back on the counter. Now, that ring you can have. Watch out. There's some wild shit in there. The coats and jackets, he snaps his fingers, and 6, you recognize this as mending. Your coat reforms, the singes are gone, all the threads come back together, and on all of you, the clothing is reformed. Now, I know your previous obligations that you have with Baith. That is all well and good. He does not know of this arrangement, and I don't believe that he needs to. But we will have some jobs for you. And I want to make this the most clear thing of all. If you decide to no longer work with us, or that you are incapable of carrying out what we ask, that's okay. We won't take any revenge on you. We'll handle the task on our own and get things done without you. However, the moment you let slip any information about me or the organization itself as you find out more, will be the moment where you are now on our hit list. So please.
Oh, fuck.
Indeed. Under wraps would be very lovely.
Oh, boy. I can do this.
Yes, you can. Make sure I'll catch you. Don't worry.
He totally can't do this.
I can do it.
Elias.
No.
Elias walks up to you, 6, and he holds his hands out and says, "Your hands, please."
Sure.
Okay. He takes your hands in his much smaller ones and pulls you down a little bit. Look, I need you to say nothing. If you do this, it will help so many people across the kingdom.
Will it help Archie?
He looks over it, back at you, Archie.
I mean, yeah.
Okay.
I'm
Done.
trying to see the negative here. I don't really see one.
There's no negative. No negative. It's just don't betray us. And you can refuse a job at any time. No negative. 6, no negative. Margbark, no negative. Now that we're all on the same page, he pats the side of your leg, 6, and hears the thunk. Strange.
See?
Away with you. I
Wait.
have, oh, yes?
Okay, so before we leave, and we don't have to do all this on the podcast or anything, but I want to get this necklace identified. And he said something about the ring having wild magic. I'd like to know about both of those things. We can either talk about it now or...
We also have to get an identity made for everyone.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So let's just do all that. We do all those things.
Okay. All right. So how we can wrap up this particular montage, you ask Elias for the papers, and he does, he is able to set all these up. He gives you a little more information about the organization as well. He tells you that he is an actor in the Guild of, in the Court of Jesters, which basically means he's an infiltrator. He goes into places. This is his current posting. He lets you know that his basic mode of operation is opening stores in new locations and taking up a spot there whenever he needs to. So he is sort of spreading his influence in these towns. And again, Margbark, you stole from his store in Arcus, something that he does not mention here. And then he lets you know about a couple of others. Jugglers are smaller people that work in cities as informants. They're the lowest on the totem pole. No one really tells them. Initiates like young Denzel are just trying to figure things out. They see they have some skills and other things, especially since young Denzel does know some magic. So he's taken him under his wing. And then there are tumblers who are your basic thieves, your second story workers. And then there are the bouncers, which are people that go and they do the rough work. They're on the ground. They're okay with being seen and they're getting shit done. And that is basically what he is thinking your jobs might be. But
So basically, they're the Thieves Guild and the Dark Brotherhood merged, more or less.
Yep, pretty much.
Okay.
Yep. All right, so I have your papers set up. I hope these identities will work out for you. I know 6, you requested your name to be Jason, just Jason, like one.
No last name, correct.
No last
surname.
name. Okay.
Yes.
Fine. All right. And yours, Archie, what would you like your alias name to be?
How thorough are death records in this country?
How thorough? It depends. You would know, like, for actually give me a knowledge check. Let's do history.
I think I just got it. It's an even 10.
Even 10. Okay. Yeah. So you know that death records probably depends on how important the person was. A lot of peasants, are just marked down in a book if they're found, or not at all. Someone from your lineage, I mean, you wouldn't expect them to do too much for it.
Okay, yeah.
So name the book.
Gotcha. I think that I'll go by Jameis
Fine. Surname?
Cromwell.
Okay. Oh, it's a bit risky business sticking with your same surname.
Well, I've got relatives. Can't prove I'm not their relative.
Sure. That's as good of any. A small bit of truth in something is always a good backing to a lie. All right. Jameis Cromwell. So he writes that up and hands it over to you. And Margbark, anything in particular you'd like to be called?
What about Ralph?
Ralph. Okay. All right.
I fucking love your names, dude.
Ralph is good. Surname?
Oh no! Oh no! Okay, podcast his face right now.
Do it.
Whatever he's about to do, I don't know.
Man, I was gonna say something stupid like Ralpherson, but let's go with let's just go with like Stevenson. How about that?
Ralph Stevenson.
Something very simple. And
Good.
I thought you might just say Ralph again.
High fantasy, Ralph, please,
Ralph
please
fantasy.
do it. Please do it.
All right. Last name is Ralph.
Okay. Ralph. Sure.
High fantasy in this motherfucker.
He hands you the papers, and on it you can see Ralph. Okay.
We got Jason and Ralph.
Ralph.
People are going to see his papers and go, I don't know, fuck with these guys.
And think about it. If the weirder the name, the better. Because they're not going to question it. They're gonna be like,
it makes
"What
you
the-"
less conspicuous, right?
More conspicuous is less conspicuous. I agree.
I can
Margbark.
promise you that's not how it works, but
Ralph.
You
Yeah,
do
it's
you.
like so weird, when people say, "Oh, you can't make this shit up." I met a Ralph today.
Okay.
You can't make this shit up. That's what people say.
All right. I have. All right, that locket. What that locket does, and did I not give you the stuff for the locket?
Yeah, I've already got it. So just skip. I'll erase the locket. I need to write that down.
He looks at the locket. He says, "That's not cursed. You're good to go." The ring. I don't want to tell you too much about the ring, actually. It is very fun to experience it for yourself. What I can tell you is that I call it Surge, and it will help with your spell attacks.
Oh, understood.
That's not all it does.
I put it on.
Okay, yeah, you put it on. You feel a bit of magic power coming from it.
Great. Archie, I feel like $10.
What I can tell you about that, what I want to tell you, is that while you wear it, you gain extra power in your spell attacks. What that means, it is a +1 bonus to spell attack rolls. Not your damage roll, but your attack roll.
Understood.
Yep. In addition, you ignore half cover when making spell attacks. So if you're shooting at someone who is behind half cover, you're shooting at them as if they don't have half cover.
What the hell?
That's neat.
That's insane. Yep. Okay, cool.
It is very good, but that's not all it does.
And you're not telling him the other part.
I'm not telling you. Elias goes, I'm not giving you any more information about it. It's not cursed. You can take it off anytime you'd like, and it won't have an effect on you. That shield is cursed as fuck. Just so you know.
Oh, it's too late. I'm attuned.
Oh, I know. So, yeah, that's the basic gist of everything that you have. I think you have the whistle jar as well, and the coat of arms, of course, which is that lovely piece there.
Outside of game, he used the word wild. He used the word wild when describing the thing. So my guess is that there's some wild magic on this ring.
It's a good guess.
Gonna try it. Doesn't matter.
Wild magic is fucking fun. I was almost a wild magic barbarian.
If
that would have been dope.
If you'd like to test it out, I just ask that you don't do it in here, please.
Too late. I'm just kidding. Not absolutely. I would not.
Great.
Next time we're out in the middle of nowhere, you can give it a shot. Let's not blow any buildings up in the place that we tend to frequent.
Understood.
Okay, so before I let you on your way again, is there any other magical question you have?
No, but is there any way you could add some way to cover the lower half of my face in Portway with?
Sure. I mean, we have masks like the one you saw on my friends here.
Yeah, it'd probably help. And also it'd help with the salt in the air anyway.
Sure. Yeah, no problem. What are you going to Port Weymouth for? He goes around behind the counter and pulls out a couple masks. I'm guessing you want one that matches the coat, right?
Yeah, if possible.
Okay.
I'm not saying I will, but I'm saying that at some point there may be a bit of a trip there. I'm not going yet.
You returning to Port Weymouth might be inadvisable.
Oh, it is currently. But there's a couple pounds of flesh I need to collect there. I do plan on doing so.
Well, if you need any help with the man and the sons, you let me know.
I'll do so. There might be a judge thrown in there too.
I know the man. Not personally, but sure. Understood.
Well, he's to our partnership then, I suppose.
All right. He hands you a mask and says, I think it's going to be beautiful. We'll be in contact, so expect it. Or don't, if you like surprises.
I was waiting for Six to be like, I love surprises.
At this point, I've been surprised so damn much that I don't know that another surprise is really necessary here. We've made a lot of agreements with people and entities.
Yeah, we have.
This is where Margbark opens the bag and turns it over.
Yeah.
Just dump its contents.
How do I
on
turn the
floor.
bag of holding inside out? Can I do that?
into a bag of yeeting, so I can yeet.
All right. We'll be in touch. You boys be safe out there. And he'll open the door for you guys. Young Denzel is sitting outside, just kind of fiddling his fingers. Fiddling, is that a word? You could kind of see sparks of magic coming off, and he's just sitting there humming. Gonna get a girlfriend, gonna do some magic. Everything is good, I hope nothing tragic happens to my brother.
Do we know they're related?
Yeah, he went over the whole spiel of him being related to young Daniel because his dad's name was Daniel and his grandfather's name was Denzel.
Okay, so we made the connection.
Yeah, 100%.
I look at the other two. Think we should tell them?
6, you tell him.
I probably would be the best for the job. I'll break it to him easy. Young Denzel.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, what's up, man?
Your brother died.